Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace the charging port on your Samsung Galaxy Note 5. Alright, first thing we want to do is remove the stylus. Let's pull it out, get that out of the way. Okay, let's power the phone off. So next thing we need to do is we need to remove the back cover. For this we're going to get either a hairdryer or a heat gun, and we're going to give it heat here on the back like this, as you can see. Never stay in the same place, always continue to move it around so that we don't burn the inside of the phone. Or you can also use a hot plate like what I use. I set it to 110 to 115 degrees Celsius and leave it on there for about a minute or two. To continue, we're going to want to use some gloves so that we don't get burned. We're going to go ahead and get the phone. We're going to use a suction cup to pull up on the back cover like this. We're going to give it some pressure upwards until we see a slight opening. Once you see the slight opening, we're going to need to use a prying tool. We could use a guitar pick or something similar, a business card as well. And we're going to insert it in the small opening, as you can see. And then we're going to go around the sides of the phone on the back cover to completely remove it. Alright, so we're just going to continue going around. We're going to remove the suction cup, and with the prying tool just continue to go around all of these sides carefully, slowly. Don't pull up on it too hard so that you don't break the glass. If you feel it getting kind of hard, the adhesive, just give it some more heat with the hairdryer heat gun or on the hot plate for a little while longer so that the adhesive can loosen up some more. So just continue to go around it until you have all sides completely removed. Alright, let's do the bottom side here now, very gently, and we have all sides removed. So now we can lift up on the back cover carefully, remove any adhesive that's left over, or we can try and save it and just place it back on the back cover. I'm going to be removing it here. Clean it up, make sure there's nothing left over on the glass. Let's put that to the side. Next step, we're going to be removing about 20 Phillips head screws with a small Phillips head screwdriver. Let's go ahead and remove the SIM card tray so we can get that out of the way. Okay, so once all of the Phillips head screws are removed, we're going to give it some pressure around the frame, pull it upwards until the frame completely detaches from the screen assembly of the phone. So we can just pull it back, just make sure all the screws are removed, and we can pull it off the back metal housing. Now let's go ahead and disconnect the battery cable so that there's no electricity flowing through the phone. And then next up, we're going to remove a Phillips head screw here at the bottom, which holds down the charging port. Okay, so after that is done, let's go ahead and disconnect the antennas here at the bottom that are held onto the charging port. So let's disconnect the blue one first and then the white one. Let's move both antennas to the side. Let's lift them up just a little bit and move them to the side here. Okay, so for this next step, we're going to need to lift up on the motherboard just a little bit and push down on the flex cable that connects the charging port until it disconnects. As you can see, there you go, it's disconnected. Okay, so for this next step, we're going to need to pry up on the charging port down here. So we're going to get a prying tool. We can use a thin prying tool to lift up on it. And we're going to gently pull up on the charging port without causing any damage to any of these small pins. So we're just going to go under it slowly and gently from one side to the other and pull up on it so that it completely releases. So we're going to gently pull up on it. Once you have one side of it lifted up, you can pull up and the rest of it will come right out. It's going to have some more adhesive over here on the left side. Okay, so for the Note 5 charging port, we're going to need to cut a small little black cable right here. We're going to need to cut that, and so that we can release the charging port. Now that cable is for the back button and the apps button. So these two buttons will not work any longer. But this is just a sacrifice you'll have to make if you want the charging port to work. You'll have to cut these off. So from now on, only the home button and the charging port will work. So as you can see here, I have the new charging port, and we're cutting the small little ribbon cables for the back button and the apps button. Okay, so once we're ready, we're going to get the phone and we're going to place the charging port where it goes. Let's position it correctly under the motherboard here so that we can close it up. Let's give it some pressure downwards so that it can fall into its place. Okay, and then here we're going to give some pressure down on the motherboard so that the flex cable can connect with the connector there. Now we're going to need to place the antennas back in their positions. So let's give it a little pressure down here on around this slanted edge where it goes in, and let's push it down. Put it in its clip, and let's connect the antenna cable over here. And now let's move on to the next antenna, the blue one. Let's go ahead and place that back in its slot and move it around this edge here so that we can connect it as well. So after, let's just make sure that all the cables are connected. Let's connect the any flex cables that might be disconnected, the LCD, battery, make sure the antennas are connected, and then we can go ahead and place the Phillips head screw back where it belongs on the charging port. And then let's go ahead and place the back metal housing back on with the phone. Let's place the charging port section in first, and then give it pressure around the sides towards the top so that it can close up. Okay, so once that is done, let's go ahead and place all of the Phillips head screws back onto the back metal housing of the phone. So let's do that now. Alright, once that's done, we can go ahead and place the SIM card tray back in. Okay, and the stylus in as well. Alright, so before we go ahead and place the back cover back on, let's make sure it has enough adhesive on there to stick onto the back housing of the phone. So since I removed some of the pre-installed adhesive that it comes with, I'm going to install some of my own here. So we're going to install some double-sided adhesive around the entire back cover of the phone now. Okay, so once all of the adhesive is in its place, we can go ahead and place the back cover back on the phone. So let's just position it correctly, and let's press down on it and give it some pressure around all these sides so that it sticks onto the back of the phone again. Alright, so that was just a quick video how to change the charging port on your Samsung Galaxy Note 5. And I'm going to show you here really quickly that it does in fact charge after changing it.
Please give it a like, and remember, subscribe on the button down below for more videos like this. Remember, click on the bell for notifications on future videos, and remember to subscribe. We're going to be doing a free giveaway to the subscriber number 100,000. We're going to be giving away a brand new smartphone of your choice when the time comes. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you around. Peace. Ciao.